Hi, I'm LJ.
And I'm Phil. Welcome back to Stories with LJ and Phil.
This week we're continuing the Dream Traveler's Quest. This is book number 2, The Curse of Shadowman. Again, this is by Kara and Ted Dekker. So we're excited to continue the adventure with you guys.
Yeah. And so in this one, we get introduced to a new character.
And we've decided that the character's name is pronounced Ann Lee. Although there may be some variation on how you want to pronounce that name, but that's what we're going with for the sake of this video.
Yeah, if they make the movie, then we'll just know if we're right or wrong. But otherwise, we give it our best guess, you know.
Yep.
There's harder names than that one, so
This is true.
we could definitely be wrong on some of those other ones.
So, so Teo is back for his second adventure, and what did you think, Phil?
I really liked it. We saw a lot of the same themes continued, but there's obviously stuff that's added, particularly around Ann Lee's character.
Yeah, her character has a little opinion of herself, and I think that's sadly something that a lot of us can relate to, not feeling confident in ourselves and wondering if we're good enough, pretty enough, those kind of questions. So that's kind of what this book dives into.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's definitely a lot around fear, which in that case, that's fear of, you know, what others think of you. But around Teo, there's like kind of continuations of the same stuff he was going through with bullies and stuff. That's kind of how...
Yeah, he's still scared of his bully.
He's still scared of him. He's getting better at dealing with it. His dad's not really getting any better with advice, but you know, that's okay.
Well, we're reading this series along with you guys, so we don't know what happens in the next 2 books, but who knows, maybe on the last adventure, Teo brings his dad.
Who knows? Either that, or maybe
Fan theory.
or maybe he'll just you know, talk to his dad about that and be like, you know, I found a better way of dealing with bullies, actually, and
yeah,
you know,
so we'll see where that goes.
yeah, it's fun to kind of think about, you know, given the fact that we haven't read ahead, so we're in the same boat with you guys.
So, yeah, but it's a really important theme to, you know, get to know yourself better and realize who you are in God's eyes.
Yeah, I think this is a really important theme, especially for young adults, stuff they're going to be dealing with in school and life. And yeah, I feel like the story is just kind of gives kids some helpful thoughts there.
Yeah, I will say that the level of danger does seem to increase in this book. So, you know, if you have a sensitive child, or you are a sensitive child, maybe read it with your parents, so that you can talk about what's happening. Because I know from my own childhood that I would have been, I would have struggled with one of the scenes in the book.
Yeah, we decided it may be a little bit scarier than the first book.
Yeah.
So,
and
just keep that in mind.
Yeah. So overall, we're still sticking with the age range of 10 to 15.
Yeah, I would say, particularly given the reading level, that is where we are. So just keep the thematic issues in mind and decide whether that's something you're okay with or not.
Yeah.
But we're definitely, all in favor of everything, and just keep that all in the back of your mind if you're, bringing this up for a new book for your kid and you're not sure. Just think about that, or read it yourself before you do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea to have, both the younger audience and their parents read the books at the same time, so that you can have more in-depth conversations about what's happening in the book.
Yeah, that may be just a good idea in general. If like you're giving your kid a book and it has important life lessons in it, good idea to go ahead and read it, and you can discuss it with them, and they'll get even more out of it than just if they read it by themselves.
Yeah, and I know that not with the children's version, but in 49th Mystic and Rise of the Mystics, the books come with a discussion guide. So that might be another way to connect with your child, is for you to read the discussion questions for yourself, and then see how it can be applied to the younger story.
Oh yeah, because you could be reading basically the adult version at the same time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that'd be a great way to just kind of start a conversation.
Yeah, because
like
as far as I can tell, the seals are the same. That's part of the quest, is to find seals of truth. I don't know if we mentioned that last week.
We probably did. I guess we should remember what we say a little better, but that's okay. You can go back and watch it, or we'll go back and watch it too. But yeah, it's hard to remember because we're trying not to give away spoilers, but we kind of decided we can talk about some stuff that happens in the first book, assuming you read that one already.
Yeah.
So just carefully, we don't want to give away too much because we want you to read it.
Exactly. But, yeah, so the next book is supposed to be his most harrowing adventure yet. So that sounds exciting.
Yeah. Good times.
And, yeah, I feel like, one thing that would have been nice to see is if he had tried to explain the world to his adventure partner before they ended up in the other world. He's just kind of like, let's go on an adventure, and I'm gonna tell you what we're doing once we actually get there.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I think that he would have had a much more willing partner if he had been able to share a little more ahead of time what was going to happen.
Yeah, but perhaps it's more fun this way, and it kind of shows you his awkwardness, because that is on purpose. He's kind of awkward.
Definitely.
You definitely have the, nervous guy and, girl that he's crushing on.
Yeah, he says that he's like Durston's kindergarten, and they're like in junior high now. So, he's, definitely not able to have the confidence and the courage to go after what he wants in life.
Yeah.
So I think that's another important theme. That sometimes we have to happen to life. We can't just let life happen to us. And I think that's one thing that Teo is going to learn on his journey.
Yeah. That's a good point, and I think this would have been a really good series for me to have read when I was in junior high. Based on this discussion, I'm like, oh yeah, totally should have read this, but obviously it's pretty new, so
yeah, well,
that was a long time ago.
I guess one thing we can say is, since you didn't read it then, you waited until you found me, so I'm, happy that that we got where we are in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, it all works out, either way. So, there's that's just how life works sometimes.
So, yeah, that's kind of where our thoughts are on the book. Let us know in the comment section if you've read the first book and what you thought of it. And again, we're always open to suggestions on what you guys would like this channel to look like. And we now are setting up 2 different author interviews for you guys that we're really excited about. And yeah, what's something you're looking forward to about this channel, Phil?
Oh, well, definitely the author interviews. I think that's going to be fun. And yeah, I don't know. We're just going to kind of go with it and see what happens. We'll probably get a little creative. I know when I'm back in school, I won't really have as much time for reading non-assigned books, so
Right.
we'll probably come up with some just fun, easy stuff to do as well.
Yeah, for those who aren't family who are watching this video, Phil is in seminary to become a pastor.
That's
And so we're excited about his journey.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just lots that we're looking forward to about this channel. And thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
Bye.